Welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you join us here again. Kenneth OKONKWO has dramatically withdrawn his support for former Vice President Atiku-Abubakar, following reports that former Minister of Transportation Atiku-Amaechi has emerged as a vice presidential candidate of the ADC ahead of the 2027 presidential election. The actor turned politician made his position known in a strongly worded statement posted on his official social media accounts, where he expressed disappointment over what he described as a continued political marginalization of Nigeria's southeast region. The development is generating fresh debates within opposition cycles as political parties intensify preparation for what is expected to be one of the most fiercely contested elections in Nigerian recent history. For Kenneth OKONKWO, the issue goes beyond party politics. According to him, it is about fairness, inclusion, and ensuring that every region of the country has a genuine opportunity to participate in the highest levels of national leadership. Reacting to reports that Atiku-Abubakar has selected Atiku-Amaechi from the South as his running mate, OKONKWO questioned the decision and warned that it could deepen feelings of exclusion among people from the Southeast. He argued that since Nigeria returned to democratic rule in 1999, the Southeast has neither produced a president nor a vice president. In his view, bypassing the region once again would amount to continuing a pattern of political marginalization that many in the zone have complained about for years. According to OKONKWO, the situation is particularly troubling because the African Democratic Congress itself has deep roots in the Southeast. He pointed out that the party was founded by Rafs Nwosu, an indigene of the region, and argued that the sacrifices made by party leaders from the Southeast should not result in further exclusion from key positions. The former Labour Party presidential campaign spokesman stated that he did not enter politics to contribute to the marginalization of his own people. He maintained that after giving up strategic positions within the coalition arrangements, it would be unfair for the Southeast to also be denied a vice presidential slot. OKONKWO revealed that he had previously appealed to Atiku-Abubakar to demonstrate his commitment to Southeast inclusion by selecting a running mate from the region. According to him, that was the one request he made because Atiku had often spoken about creating a pathway for the Southeast to eventually produce a president. However, with reports indicating that the vice presidential candidates may come from the South, OKONKWO said he could no longer support the tickets. He insisted that he would not actively campaign for any presidential tickets that excludes the Southeast from both the presidential and vice presidential positions. His remarks have already sparked intense reactions across Nigeria's political landscape. Supporters of his position argue that national unity can only be strengthened when all regions feel adequately represented within the country's power structure. They believe that giving the Southeast a place on a major presidential ticket would help address long-standing grievances and reinforce confidence in the democratic process. On the other hand, some political observers argue that political parties should focus primarily on selecting candidates they believe can win elections rather than making decisions solely based on regional considerations. Others point out that Nigeria's complex political environment often requires balancing multiple interests across different geopolitical zones. The controversy comes at a critical moment for the opposition coalition as it seeks to build momentum ahead of the 2027 election. Any signs of division or dissatisfaction among influential political figures could create challenges for efforts to present a united front against the ruling party. While neither Atiku-Abubakar nor Atiku-Amaechi has officially responded to Kenneth OKONKWO's statements, political analysts are closely watching development to see whether the disagreement could affect broader coalition dynamics. For now, Kenneth OKONKWO's decision marks one of the most significant political U-turns within the opposition camp in recent months. It also highlights the continuing importance of regional representation and power sharing in Nigerian politics. As the race towards 2027 gathers pace, questions about zoning, inclusion, and political balance are likely to remain at the center of national conversations. Whether this latest disagreement is resolved or develops into a larger political challenge could influence the shape of the opposition movement in the months ahead. Do you agree with KENNETH Okonkwo's position that the Southeast should produce either the president or vice president in 2027? Or should political parties focus only on candidates they believe can win regardless of regional considerations? Let us know your say in the comments below. Subscribe for more political updates, election analysis, and breaking news from across Nigeria. I'm Chidera Isom. Bye for now.